Thank you for clicking on this video and welcome to the Kingdom Within podcast. I am your host, Davidfourshee, and in today's episode, we're going to be taking a look within the struggle before the breakthrough. Most of us don't quit because we don't care. We quit because the road gets heavy. We start wondering if the is worth it, if we're making any real progress, or if we're just spinning our wheels. There's a quiet moment in every journey where doubt gets loud, motivation fades, and the temptation to stop feels stronger than the desire to continue. What if the very season of struggle isn't a sign that we're doing something wrong? It's actually the space where the growth is happening. We're going to get into this, but at first, if you could, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. If these ideas resonate with you, share them with someone. And that being said, let's get into the video. Most resistance doesn't show up to stop us. It shows up when something in us or around us is changing. Oftentimes, when you first start out, sure, things are hard. More you get into them, the easier and harder it gets. There's this ebb and flow going on. Normally, face this whenever I'm playing music. It seems like I hit a plateau or I hit some kind of imaginary wall. Um, and you have to get over that kind of stuff. And you have to find it within you to, lean into that struggle and see what comes out. And sometimes it's not always pretty, but the more and more you do that, builds up resilience inside of you. And you learn from your mistakes and we keep going. That gives us strength, gives us confidence moving forward. I mean, you can apply this to just about anything that you do. These moments that you have, these struggles and these seasons where things are challenging, those are the things that really shape us. And I'm not talking about people grieving and things of that nature. I'm talking about your ambition, the things that drive you. You know, most people quit because things get hard. It's different if you're quitting because you're starting a family or something like that, or I'm just throwing an example out there. Most people quit because they don't want to put that extra effort into it. Like whenever I first started YouTube, I stopped for a while because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing here. Seemed like I was chasing clicks and views and stuff, posting cats videos, and that seemed to be going well. Just didn't give me any purpose. It wasn't fulfilling to me. I wanted more. So I had to put in the work. All right. So if you're to stop listening, you don't know what I'm going to say next. If I was to stop making this podcast right now, you're not going to know that it even exists. It's just that simple. It's a matter of leaning into those resistances. You can almost just fail your way forward doing this. That we're not failing here. We're just being prepared. We tend to focus on what we lack instead of what we're carrying. There might be skills that you have, experience that you have that have shaped you thus far and have carried you. That's the reason that you're so successful or not as successful. Maybe you need experience, maybe you need skills, maybe you need that knowledge or whatever it is. And taking those steps and just being aware is enough. That's the first steps. Now, keeping that fire and keeping that love, knowing that you can change, knowing that life is meant to change, nothing stays the same. And a lot of times that the most profound changes come with a certain amount of refinement and lessons that shaped um, in the movies. Each time the hero starts his journey, there's all these little things that he has to overcome. And the biggest ones oftentimes gives the best resolution. Uh, it shapes the movie, it shapes the story. You don't need anything to start. right? You just need to be aware. So if you want anything in life, if you want to be a YouTuber, if you want to be, a musician, if you want to be a painter, if you want to be a designer, someone that works in construction, whatever it is that you want to be, the first thing is to be aware. So you're right there on track. And then the next thing is just move towards that goal. Use what you have in front of you. That's the reason this podcast exists, because all I have is my phone, ideas. And I do all the art. I stitch everything together. It started out one thing. It's now another. There's been obvious ups and downs with all of this. And that's what I'm sharing with you guys. Yeah, I'm not hiding. This is full transparency here. But nevertheless, nothing's going to change your life faster than the way that you see it. I'm going to say that one more time. Nothing's going to change your life faster than the way you see it. Progression is usually invisible. From the time that you was a baby to the time that you're now, you wasn't aware of all the cells dividing and everything that went into your growth. You didn't feel yourself growing up into your adult body, providing you are an adult and not a baby listening to this. Our struggles often teach us where we need to grow, where we need to be strengthened. Now, they often challenge us and give us purpose. Oftentimes, when we lean into these things and refine them, it gives our life direction. It moves us. It teaches us. They open through times like this. Uh, Breakthroughs rarely look like an easy thing. It often looks like adjustment. New ideas that come in, hard moments. It can. Okay. Oftentimes, if we want to move forward with something, we need to stay flexible and adapt to what it is that's changing around us or what needs to change. Create the opportunity. Growth is required, movement is required. Not quitting is required for things to break through. I think about the plant example. It shrivels up and it becomes fertilizer, basically, or parts of it does. It feeds other plants. Even more than that, the parts that didn't break down, they become part of the earth. And the earth gives the foundation for the other plants. I mean, you can just think about this in so many different ways, but never once did anything quit. It just everything changed. It all went back to what it needed to be to serve its purpose. And that's exactly what we're standing right here. You might be hesitant to start something. You already have everything you need. You're ready. If you're in the middle of a struggle right now or some kind of hardship, you're closer than you think that you are. All we need to do is just keep moving forward. The times that we struggle, the times that we're, asking ourselves, what is going on? Why? Why me? You know, that's an important question to ask. And that helps unfold our purpose. It can give us perception. It can give us the tools that we need to move past it. Guys, if something I said resonated with you, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm always trying to get better at this myself. So nobody's excluded from this. Struggle isn't the enemy here. It's often the doorway into something a lot better. Whatever you want in life is there for you. We just need to take those first steps. Know that it's going to be hard and there's going to be times where we're going to want to give up. But I assure you, it is worth it. I mean, we're here with like 4 or 5 people watching, maybe. And I know that over time, things are gonna be better. I just have it in my heart. I know it is. These ideas were useful for me, and I hope that they're useful for you. And that's really what this is all about. And guys, come follow us on the Facebook page. You are the reason this exists. You're the reason I'm doing this. There's no other reason for this. I hope that this enlightened you and helped you in your day to day somehow. I love you. You're closer than you think. And until next time, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.